I'm filming this video because I don't want you guys to come onto my channel and think that I have everything all sorted out. Because I talk about this stuff all the time, because I practice it, because it's implemented into my life. I don't want to make you perceive personal development as being this easy, straightforward journey, because it's not. And I also don't want to make you feel bad if you have days that aren't as good as other days, because that's going to happen. And I don't feel like it's talked about enough. I feel like there's a lot of personal development creators that make it seem like it's all rainbows and butterflies after you start implementing meditation and journaling and waking up early and going to the gym. It's all rainbows and butterflies and it's so easy and they're just habits and you're just going to stick with them, because that's not the case. And it's so unrealistic to think that. And I know that, I do it as well. I make the videos and I want everybody to feel motivated and inspired and hopeful. And I do. And I want to encourage you to do all of those things. But on the other side, I also don't want you to think that it's all going to be super easy. Because if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. It is such a challenge. Personal development is a challenge every single day, especially if you're new to it. Every single day, you're going to have an internal battle. Like I talked about in the video that I made yesterday, every single day, your self-doubts, your limiting beliefs, your fear, your insecurities are going to come up, and you're going to have to choose, do I succumb to them? Do I give them my attention? Or do I do the thing that's actually a lot harder in this moment, which is the thing that's going to ultimately change me as a person and change my entire life? It's hard when you're starting out. It's really fucking hard when you're in the middle. It's hard when you're even when you've been doing it for years. It's still hard. And it's so ironic that I made that video yesterday and I'm filming this today, because I woke up this morning at 5, as much as I didn't fucking want to, and I was miserable. And all I wanted to do was rot in bed. All I wanted to do was go back to sleep. All I wanted to do was go back to sleep, but I took my covers off and I went and I tongue scraped and I prayed and I visualized, and none of it was going well. My prayers weren't going well. I could not get in touch. My visualization was not going well. I had no idea what the hell I wanted. There was so much self-sabotage that was coming up for me today. All day today. And even still, I'm like, oh my God, I posted that video last night and it's not doing as well as I thought it was going to. I was really proud of it when I made it yesterday, but maybe I shouldn't have posted it because it's not getting the views that my other videos usually get. But I should be grateful because it still has 170 views right now. 170 people watched that video. Hopefully I impacted half of them. That's still amazing. But it's you want so much for yourself. And you expect so much out of this personal development journey that you're going on. And that's okay. You should expect a lot from yourself. And you should have big goals and big dreams. And you should chase those big goals and big dreams. But you also need to know that there are going to be days where you're down here and there are going to be days where you're up here. And the challenge comes on the days when you're down here. That is when your character is tested. When you're down here, when you feel like shit, when you're having a shit day. I'm having a shit day today. I'm still absolutely blessed. I still have food. I still have water. I want to recognize my privilege always. But I'm not having the best day. I'm down here today. And this is where my challenge comes in. This is when all of that training that you've done, that mental training, that emotional training, that spiritual training, that physical training even, that you've done comes in. And this is when you prove yourself. When you're down here, and yesterday you were up here. Yesterday I was up here. I felt so good yesterday. The day before I was even up here. It's just been on a steady decline for the past couple days. And at this time, you could get in your head, right? Because you could think, I'm on this journey. Why am I not going up? Every single day I should be going up. What's wrong with me? What am I not doing right? Why is this happening? Everyone else says that once you start doing these things, your life is going to change. It's going to be amazing. You're going to feel so good. Bullshit. Yes, Yes, you are going to feel good, but not every day. Some days are going to be hard. Some days you are going to be challenged. Some days you're not going to want to do the things that you know you need to do. And that's when you're tested. That's when that discipline that you've been building, that willpower that you've been building comes in. And that's when you show up for yourself more than you've shown up for yourself ever. That's when you need to be as present as possible and put the work in that starts to bring your faith in yourself back up, starts to bring in that positive self-talk, starts to quiet those insecurities, starts to quiet all of that bullshit that's happening in your head that's telling you that it would be a lot easier to just stop doing what you're doing. That's telling you that there's no reason for you to be working so hard. There's no reason for you to be meditating. There's no reason for you to not be going out with your friends. Like, people don't tell you that personal development is lonely. It's a lonely road. You are walking it alone. And there is nobody in like a 10-mile radius, because a lot of people don't understand why you're doing the things that you're doing. A lot of people don't understand the level of dedication that you have to becoming a better person and creating a better life for yourself. A lot of people cannot relate to that because they're fine with being mediocre. You're not fine with being mediocre. So you sacrifice and you dedicate your time to yourself and these practices that work. You put in the energy, the effort, and the attention to the things that you dream of building, that you dream of creating, even when you don't see the results. Because you're not going to see the results for a while. And some days you're going to see minimal results. Some days maybe your results go down. You can't take it day by day. You have to look at the overall picture and say, okay, I started here. My goal is to get here. Right now, I've been going like this. I'm right here. I'm still not where I was, though. I'm still not where I was, and I'm going to keep persevering and working up to this person because I know I can get there. I have faith in myself. I have faith in what I'm doing. And even though my self-sabotage is so prevalent, my fears, my insecurities, my self-doubts are so prevalent, I'm going to push right past them. I'm going to persevere. This is what all of this work that I've been doing has been leading me up to. So, all of that being said, I want you to know that there are going to be days where you feel like shit and you want to quit. Nothing seems to be working for you. It feels pointless to meditate versus scrolling on social media. It feels pointless to go to the gym versus laying on the beach, which is also lovely. Everything that you're doing to try to become a better person, to try to create a better life for yourself, feels pointless and worthless and hopeless. There are days like that. There may even be weeks like that. But you're not going to get anywhere if you quit doing those things. You have to persevere, and the days where it feels worthless, hopeless, and pointless are the days that you need to push even harder, because that is where your discipline is built, that is where your willpower is strengthened, and that is where your character is built. That is where you find out who you really are, what you really want, what you're really capable of, and those days are where you become the best version of yourself. I just felt very called to make this video because I never want you to think that if you have a bad day, you're fucking something up. Or if you have a bad day, it's not working. It's not working. You're not doing something right. It's not worth it. Because nobody talks about the bad days. Because they're not like fun, motivating, hopeful videos. And this isn't really a fun, motivating, hopeful video. But I hope that this reaches the right people who need to hear this, who feel like they just want to quit because it's not working out. They're having a shit day. they don't feel like doing it today, that's when you need to do it. That's your challenge. That is your higher power, whatever you believe in, saying, hey, who are you? Who are you and what do you stand for? And what are you going to do in these moments? I'm challenging you right now. What are you going to do? Are you going to succumb? Are you going to be a little bitch? Or are you going to remember your why, build your willpower, and become stronger and better persevering through these challenges? That's all I have for you today. I just felt called to film this. So it's not edited like crazy. It's just, I just wanted to talk to you. I love you guys so much. Subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.